Hey, what's up, guys? It's Isa with Journey to Programming, and I want to talk about a common topic that we see discussed on a lot of online forums, and that is work-life balance in software engineering jobs. And it's a very common discussion among us. A lot of people talk about like the FANG companies going and working for Amazon, where they kind of have a notoriety for really long hours and burnout. And then they talk about working for places like Google, where you have a lot of challenging work and it can be very academic. And then you have other jobs which people love because they have the ultimate work life balance. Maybe they're 100% remote. Maybe they 100% believe in if you get your job done or XYZ tasks or requirements, or you hit this many points on your project management tool, then you're done for the week. And that could take you 15 hours, it could take you 30 hours, or it could take you 80 hours. But everybody has their own opinion on it. So I'm not going to tell you what I think you should believe, but I'm going to tell you my opinion on it and the way I've really kind of gone about it in my career so far. And I mean, I've been working for companies as a software engineer for probably about 12 years or so. Um, and I guess let me be a little bit more descriptive with that. I've been developing software from a website standpoint, desktop software and games for about 14, 15 years. And I've worked for various companies over the past about 8 to 10. So that explains that experience a little bit more. But yeah, so the way I went about it throughout my career is I've always taken, let's say, risks, and I've always tried to find challenging opportunities because I've always wanted to learn. I've always wanted to learn from the environment. I've wanted to learn from the projects that I take on. And that's helped me. It's helped a lot over my years of experience to find more challenging roles, higher paying roles, and higher level positions. Um, has that taken a toll on work life balance? Sure, there have been a few experiences where I've joined companies that did not have a good work life balance, and I kind of regret it. But I did learn a lot from those experiences, and I ran out of those places real fast. So, from my experience, in my opinion, if you do join a company and you're an engineer there, you take on a full time role. Just because you join them, you don't have to commit to doing years and years for them. If they are blatantly taking advantage of you, and that's not something that was expected, they did not clearly define that in the job expectations that you're going to be working 60 to 90-hour weeks, 100-hour weeks constantly, then you have all the right in the world to just dip out and go find something better. I've done it on several occasions. I don't necessarily think that you should find roles and just leave them at all at the same time, or all leave them all in general just because you don't like the role. But if they are obviously taking advantage, or if it's obviously not the role for you, then don't feel bad about jumping ship and taking on a different position. If you don't give it a try, you're not going to know what you really like to do. If you always jump into the easy roles, you may not find something that you were really passionate about because you didn't have a chance to learn from the opportunities. Sure, challenges can be difficult to overcome, but it's also a lot of fun, especially when you actually learn something and can prove or show a really cool project to other people, or talk about it in the future to either colleagues or a future company you're interested in, or even if you progress in that company and get to a management or director level position, or magically you're running it, then you have a lot of interesting stuff to talk about if you took on those challenges. Now, that's not to say finding a nice work life balance and easy job is bad. So there is the other side of this. I do think that if you want to run your own business and company, and you are currently moonlighting on the side and you're trying to expand your own business outside of your normal work hours, then sometimes taking on a really easy, mundane job that just does like 30, 40 hours a week consistently, no more, no less, can be a good thing. Now, the counter argument there is going to be, is that really a work-life balance there? Sure, in some cases, you could say that, okay, because it's a consistent time job or a consistently 40-hour week job or 30-hour week job, and you always know how many hours you're going to have outside of that to work on your own stuff or be with your family, then that is conducive to your work-life balance. But in other cases, you could say you're just trading consistency in that place so that you can work more elsewhere. If you're trying to really upgrade your career and your knowledge and take on a lot of challenges and develop skills, and you are right out of college and you're really young, and you don't have a lot of programming experience, then it may be beneficial to take on that challenging role right away and learn from it. Learn how companies run projects with multiple team members. Learn how to collaborate and work in source code repository systems and how that collaboration works, and figure out how to basically run projects on your own. Because if you expand or want to go on to your own or run a team on your own later on and move into management or director level type roles or run your own company, which I already said, then you probably will learn from those experiences so that you can run your own business or run a leadership position a bit more effectively. All right. Again, so that's just my opinion. If you've made it this far, or if you fast forwarded to this point, then the summary of it is I like to take on challenges. If you take on a challenge, or if you join a company that is taking clear advantage of you and you don't like the role, don't be afraid to leave, especially if you have been keeping your options open and you have offers elsewhere. Don't be afraid to jump ship and leave if you need to, okay? Lastly, if you are working on your own projects on the side and you want to really focus on that, then sometimes finding a really easy, simple job isn't the worst thing. And if you really do want work life balance because you want to be with family outside of work all the time, or you want to go out and do adventurous stuff like travel the world, then more power to you. All right. That was just my opinion. I hope you guys have a good one. Also, if you made it to this point in the video, please do subscribe to our channel and like us on Facebook. And if you guys have any questions, post them down below in the comments and we'll get back to you. Have a good one, guys.